Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
The pass to Henry is intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 45 on 2nd down. Wentz. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Daron Payne who got in there to make the play.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get a running back on the line. Runs to third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
No score after one on EA Sports. So after the INT, here's Wentz.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Jawan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now Wentz on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
There he goes, left side. The 20, 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. kick it away after the touchdown.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Gibson again.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And he will have a Patriots first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Jay Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep, Alex Erickson. This is taken at the 15. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They have to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. Down inside the 10.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Wentz. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Sly able to put this one through.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Wentz to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Wentz.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Jones now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on second down. Jones. He completes it to Henry.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at about the 43. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. Let's go. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing, Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 25. A 1-yard gain there following the 4-yard pickup on first down.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 4th and 5.
That's well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackle through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Back to throw. Jones. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is Parker, complete.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown, Patriots. Devontae Parker, 35 yards.
And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Fulton connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
To throw is Wentz.
Pass complete. Thomas.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz.
A throw to the flat here for McKissick.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back.
Wentz to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Jones.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Bobby McCain.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for Commanders touchdown.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from Cleveland.
And we will not see a run back. Kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge the secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
From the gun, it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the end zone, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Dances by him, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st down, Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here we go, set.
We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
10 seconds.
On play action, Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Lance and company going on fourth down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lance on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Lance looking to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Let's go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. First down, here's Mitchell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Ready.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay, right.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Touchdown 49ers.
George Kittle with a touchdown grab from Trey Lance. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take it.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Watson now to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Watson on 1st down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
To try again after the sack, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. Touchdown, Browns.
Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
The Lance going to throw.
Man open, that's Ray McLeod. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready.
On first down, Lance.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a play fake. Lance. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Let's go now. Left.
A man who played collegiately in the Buckeye State, it's Trey Sermon. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance.
And it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here's Lance.
Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 16, Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They run for it with Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try the air now with Watson. And this one too low.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now he dumps this off over the middle and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Well, Wentz throws the interception, his 3rd. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Lance looking to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safety.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 49 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Completes to Njoku. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This returnable for Ayuk. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
10 seconds. Yellow.
Lance back to throw. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Browns drive about to get started.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point. But now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
On 1st down, Lance.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
155 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all because they go down and score a touchdown. This thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens.
From midfield, here's Lance. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right back to Mitchell here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Hey. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. DeLance's going to throw. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 4